Man, you ever just like throw up? Like you ever just like you can't take it anymore. You just hurl something out, man. That's what I did when I saw this damn picture, bro. Just look at this for a few minutes. No, not even a few minutes. I don't want to torture you like I had to torture myself to do this video. Just look at this for a few seconds, man, and just contemplate what this could be, bro. And I just wanted to, honestly, I just wanted to do a quick video on this because it's like, it's so interesting to me how this is, yo, it's interesting to me how this is seen as acceptable, but there's only two teachers I could reference, but two teachers with a naturally curvy body is in the news for a negative reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait, what the hell? What is going on, man? Like look at this shit, bro. And in the article I read, it said that the school board is standing behind that individual, like giving them the full support. But those two teachers didn't get no support, or they didn't get the school board support in public. Okay, I'm not talking about in private. I'm not talking about nothing like that. I'm talking about in public, because all of the headlines around those two teachers that I could reference, the one teacher that was in the news a few years ago, I think teaching preschool, mind you, that's important to this story. Teaching preschoolers, and her body was naturally curvy. And the more recent one, I actually did a video on that, make sure you go check that out, was also not given the same amount of, you know, public support. It's important that it's public, okay? So you mean to tell me that this is more okay? The school board or whoever the hell is in charge of that shit is more okay with this than a naturally curvy, non-transformative individual. Okay, that's also important to this story. So that's a high school teacher right there, right? That is a high school teacher, right? And I mentioned the preschool aspect of the other two teachers because that's important. We all know, and I hope we can all agree, that in preschool, none of us was thinking anything sexual. None of us, unless by some unfortunate circumstance, that individual was exposed to something sexual at that young of an age. 9 times out of 10, nobody in preschool is thinking about anything sexual. None of them. And that's important to the story, because when the news came out about those two curvy teachers and getting some backlash from parents especially, where was the public support for them? The same way the public, the school board, I keep saying public, but the school board, where was the school board support for them? Publicly. But the school board is going to support this individual here. And now this is a high school teacher, right? High school, everybody's thinking about that. Everybody's hormones is raging like, you know, a wild bull type shit. But that is allowed. That individual is allowed, and no interference allowed to teach high schoolers. They're allowed to teach high schoolers with no issue. Now, some of the students from the article I read, some of the students wasn't okay with it. Some of the students didn't like it and didn't appreciate that shit. But it's just the principle of it all. This is my main thing. The principle of it all. In high school, everybody's thinking that. Everybody's hormones is raging. How is that more acceptable than preschool teachers who the preschool kids is never thinking about that, and that's deemed more unacceptable? Like, I'm in confusion here. That's a transformative person with big fake ass titties teaching high schoolers. Like, how is that okay? This is in Canada, right? Now, I won't lie, I was a little bit more happy that is, you know, not in America. But if I'm being real, and maybe it's just me being pessimistic, I could see this type of thing happening in America too. Like in an American state somewhere, this would be acceptable too. Like, if the reason that those preschool women teachers with their natural body was an issue is because they didn't want the students to be distracted, how the hell, like, you think high school students aren't being distracted by that? You know, by that image of that teacher right there? You think those students are able to fully focus on what's going on? I read in the article, I guess the school board is defending that teacher because it's protecting gender rights. Bro, this is my main thing, right? You give people an inch, they're gonna take the mile. You think this individual right here would have done all of this image right here, would have had this image right here about like 10 years ago? Like, y'all opened the door for these individuals to start, you know, being more open, being more free. Good, understandable, that's fine. But you gotta draw the line somewhere, bro. You gotta draw the line somewhere. And here's my thing. I wouldn't even be talking about this shit if that individual wasn't a teacher. If that individual wasn't a teacher, I would not even be talking about this. But you're a damn teacher, bro. And here's another thing. I don't even want y'all to think I'm being some damn hypocrite or any bigoted type of words. If those preschool teachers that I keep mentioning was teaching even middle school and up, I would have a problem with that too. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a little biased, yeah, because they're natural women and natural bodies and shit and looks nice. But if I had a student in a high school class, especially a guy student, a kid, my son, if I had a son in a high school class and I came to pick them up and I saw that their teacher looked like one of those teachers, you know, that got in trouble for their body, I would understand why. I low-key wouldn't even want my son in that class because I know he wouldn't be able to focus. I know he wouldn't be able to be like, okay, this is what's going on the chalkboard. Okay, let me not look at my teacher. I know that wouldn't be able to happen. So if education is the real reason, if education is the most important thing, how is that acceptable? There's no way those students are able to fully focus on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think about this though, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I was gonna let this pass me by, but I'm like, nah. It's crazy how the school board is behind them. Canadian school board, mind you, I know. But like I'm saying, I would not even be surprised if this was to happen in America too. I wouldn't be. Man, maybe I'm just pessimistic, man. Maybe. Okay? Let me know what y'all think though, man. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate it. Road to 10,000. Okay. Yes, I know. I will have to acknowledge my 5,000 subs, man. My 5K subs. That video is coming soon, okay? Definitely. I promise it's coming soon. After this one for the 5K, next K. I was about to say next one. I was supposed to say next one. Next video of along those lines is gonna be at 10K. 10K subs. Eating challenge. I gotta mark that shit. I gotta mark it. I gotta hold myself to it. 10K subs, eating challenge. Okay? Thank you. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. More videos coming soon, man.